So tell me a little about how you ended up here in Kansas City.
I was just trying to be here temporarily, and I started selling coffee because I wanted to find diverse friends, honestly. And so Cafe actually came out of like a selfish need to make some friends.
But the challenge is that growing up is just so different, and a lot of people don't understand what it's like to be an Asian. So tell me a little about your upbringing.
So I am first generation. I'm the only one in my family and the only girl to be born in America. I have 4 older brothers and my mom, single mother. All were refugees from the Vietnam War, and we were part of the second wave of Vietnamese people that came. My mom did a really good job of hiding how poor we actually were. I didn't know, you just grow up, you think that's your life. My mom cleaned houses, and then she started working at like a sewing machine factory, 5th grade education, so I had a lot of pressure put on myself as like the first girl in the family. Not just that, but being the first American born and the first to go to college. So there was a lot of pressure on me to succeed.
If I'm gonna be transparent, how many Asian marketing agency owners you see in the US?
Right.
There's hardly any,
Yeah.
And when it comes to inclusiveness, how can we do better here in Kansas City?
You gotta walk the walk. Like, if there are companies out there that are allies, they cannot be performative. You can't just slap on something during AAPI month and say that you're supporting. You need to hire diverse people. You need to ask what their needs are. You need to have an authentic workplace life. Like, you need to talk about the problems. You need to talk about the racism. You do need to talk about the microaggressions, because if you don't talk about those things, they won't get fixed.
So what would you say was a breakthrough for you?
Definitely when we held a vigil here in Kansas City for the women that were slain in Atlanta. There were like over 500 people that had showed up to this vigil. Like, I just was holding a vigil to, tribute these women. And a lot of people continued to come up to me, and I felt very moved and was like, wow, like I can actually have a real impact with real people in a real community. And I think that moment for me really solidified, like, okay, Cafe has to exist. So if there's like a little boy or little Asian girl out there that wants to start a marketing firm or their own coffee shop, like, do it, because you're doing something for yourself.